These are the best highlights from today's 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup.
Have played when they've started falling off as well in a lot of their later games if they're behind the game. It does become that much more important. We see that now. Objectives being started up on both sides, but no real big fights yet. We're kind of gearing up for that first real haymaker of the game.
Yeah, well, now that Tianzhen is level 6, Xiao Hao should get there very soon. These are big, impactful ultimates that, you know, could tilt these fights either way, as Viklo with a level up decides that he wants to go and find himself a bit of a trade on to Angel, but it just feels like Zeri trades back so well.
But when you have... Once one of these teams has a lead, I think the game is going to explode. I think both these teams are very good at pressing advantages, and the other team are not great from fighting from behind. So I understand in an important game, when you are struggling teams, because you're in the Nirvana group, yes, you've done well in this group, but you're still not flawless teams, not that this group are flawless either, that, yeah, I think it's going to be a problem. 850 gold to see. God,
golly.
nasty, but the gold is still within... like 5 AD carries a game with one in top lane or jungle as well. When we don't even have the AD supports anymore, that was a crazy time. Look, we have level 6, so we're probably going to see a fight. This could be a big turning point.
And PP God looking for that initial engage, but he's knocked up, he's taking a bunch of damage, and he is dead. It'll be first blood going over to assume Harry is here, but it is a 4v3, and everybody on OMG is split as Tianzhen wants to get back in, but he can't link up with his AD carry because Xiaozhu is here, and he will fall. It's 2 kills for Assume, and Xiaozhu looking for more, forced to flash at an Angel, trying to stick on top of him, but the rest of OMG come to the aid of the mid laner.
Harry with the hero save. Viklo's still here. Might be able to flash forward. Stops Angel's recall. There's a problem here.
Yeah, Starry wasn't paying attention, but it looks like Alistar will fall to Harry. Viklo gets the burst kill, but PP got an Angel.
Oh,
can they make the play? The shields are too much. It's Angel getting a kill. Xiao Hao has to flash away. It was such a win for Rare Adam, and they overstay. And ultimately, the gold is so close, and OMG is able to take the Rift Herald. That is huge, especially with their 6 Grub team. Rare Adam losing a big opportunity to take a large amount of control of this game when the fight just initially went their way.
Like, being 5 camps down. This is not what you want out of this jungle matchup. Very, very poor from him. Assume he's going to get hits.
Oh, he's forced to flash away, but you cannot escape Starry. Tianzhen will come in and take all the credit for the kill.
As is only right. Gets himself 1,000 gold up in that too. Puts down that Herald in the mid lane. Assume gets himself that turret, gets the satchel, but it will still be a turret going down on the other side. 2-for-1 turret trade, but the kill going over. I think that was a shutdown because Ziggs has got a ton of gold from this early game. Turret's even going to get charged into with the second charge of the Herald beyond this. And again, we find ourselves very flip-floppy in the early game. It's gone way all over the place. This will be the biggest advantage in the game from either of these teams so far, and it has flipped back and forth already. With the 6 grubs from OMG, so easy for him to take objectives like this, and conservatively, it's harder for him to play on an individual 11. Dragon is going to get absolutely burned down. Can RA find and engage?
They're certainly looking for one, trying to keep Angel out of the fight potentially. This Dragon goes down, and now is the time to turn. Tianzhen is going to mark just the Zyra. Big knockup coming through on the side as Viklo with the culling is massive. Tianzhen is super low, able to get picked off. Xiaozhu off on the side with Starry right now, who's caught in a cage and is not doing fine. As Rare Adam continues to push forward, you're starting to see the health bars begin to drop because Vikla puts out tons of damage, but OMG are able to escape.
So RA, they win themselves the fight, but they don't get themselves the Dragon. That's obviously going to be helped by the fact, though, in terms of the overall amount of value gained. That Assume is just back to demolition. You know, one of my favorite games of all time is the Like a Dragon Yakuza series. I'm a big fan of that series.
Yeah, certainly achieving Nirvana, and on a 5-map win streak right now. That is always nice. They were 5-5 at one point, have now gone to 10-5, looking to extend that to 11-5 in just individual games. And you know, so far so good after that early fight where Rare Adam looked like they had an opportunity to seize control of the game. OMG rustled it back for them, and they haven't been looking back since. With only 1,000 gold lead, though, they have started up the Baron.
Baron started assuming just within Ziggs ult range now. Use that blast gun. This is going to go down quickly. AP Jungler's kill is very quick. It's going to go.
Yeah, it's getting shredded. Culling coming through. It's a smite steal from Xiao Hao, and the engage is on. Tianzhen will pay for his mistakes. Now, Alistar is the look here. Big double knockup off to the side of Starry. He's dumping in damage. Vikla's caught in the back of the pit, and he falls next.
The LPL teams in the Nirvana group is these two teams. They could look for the map. They look for the team fight.
Well, RA is looking to throw their lives away for this Dragon. They are forced away. Sleep only onto 2 members. Not a whole lot going on here. So the Dragon has just been started up, down to already to 8,000 HP as the poke coming in for OMG. Take a look at Xiaozhu on the side. He is not in vision right now. So a key opportunity to be able to hop onto somebody. It's going to be on to Tianzhen, who's gone golden. The knockup misses on top of it. Harry is low, is about to fall. And again, a Dragon secured for the side of OMG. 3 Dragons right now. Xiaozhu was looking for more. PP got on the knockup, but he went maybe a little too deep. But it's Angel who's starting to speed skate around and do a bunch of damage. It's a quadra kill. It's a certified Zeri moment, baby.
Static shocked to the ground. RA planted their feet in the river, but the water's electrified. Dragon, yeah, that's taken by OMG, I guess. And you thought that the fight was going to be lost after that point. Angel comes to the rescue once again. Rare Atom, they flip one too many fights. And with that, in a blink of an eye, 6 Scrubs members alive. That's an inhib down. Will it even be more?
The Angel of Death has connected to the server. RA are watching their turrets fall one by one. The death timers, I think they're a little too long. They will be able to take out the Alistar, and in the blink of an eye, Nymera, this game is over.
So over the Nexus falls.
It feels like they're gonna be hanging their hats on this Aatrox a lot. You know, obviously, the Ivern's gonna be useful for your AD carries.
The HP building Aatrox, especially in a game like this, because one of the problems that Xiaoshu might have a problem with later is how quickly he can get soloed out if he goes for a flank angle. If you go towards the Sundered Sky and you've got the Merc Treads and you go towards a bit more of your tankiness, especially with the Aatrox changes to benefit more max HP, you can be a lot more safe. We might have ourselves a fight towards this top river though. The Spectator is potentially looking towards seeing if Tianzhen can get himself a last smite.
Yeah, it looks like we're not going to see the link up of mid lane to find their way up here, so it'll just be 2 grubs for 1. Is a bit of a catch out here as PP God burning, but still alive somehow. So that ends up going 2 grubs for OMG. I thought that Rare Adam was going to be able to secure that second grub.
Can look for the burst, but I don't think he can really do much here.
I thought it was maybe to clear that wave out faster so Tianzhen could get up there and maybe they want to dive Xiaozhu. It feels a little dangerous, but is certainly doable with how big this wave is, crashing on the cannon wave. And it looks like they'll go for it because Harry is getting into the danger zone. Ultimate pop by this Aatrox, but the damage is far too great and the healing is not there. It's first blood, although Vikla looking for a little bit more, a little bit of help from his turret. And now in a 1v1, good flash to dodge out of the culling, and Vikla unable to continue the onslaught.
Since Season 2. Remember the moment of 99% slow for Talon where they changed his his
blink
away
dude.
from being a silence for 99% slow? That was hilarious to me. That
was disgusting. I'm not sure what was worse because damn, silences were so annoying back in the day.
It was Talon and LeBlanc they would want. It was one of the ways they made Assassins work, but they were so disgustingly broken that they would
Could
just
you imagine LeBlanc today if the silence was still a thing? Could you imagine?
It would be absolutely terrifying. All of these mobile AD carries immediately dying. Harry might be finding himself in a position of immediately dying. No flash, uses the ult, gonna die all the same.
Yeah, that equalizer, not gonna do a whole lot. He's gonna sit on top of it and close his eyes and pray that they stop hitting him for some reason.
That is, like I said in various other casts, that's not an equalizer, that's a subtraction at that point, as he just dies for nothing. Xiaoshu no longer has his ult, and now he might just be the one to die instead.
Yeah, he no longer has teammates either. And Tianzhen does have enough damage, and Xiaozhu not enough sustain.
He wants to hit the Q onto a target. Maybe he's just stacking up his Seer on the Grom.
Yeah, maybe.
Now
I just thought Gromp was coming in for a turret dive.
That's the one. Classic.
Assume's been rooted up here. PP God is here, but a mid lane fight is never a 1v1 or a 2v1, and Angel is flying in as well as Tianzhen as they get on top of Assume and take him out. Teleport is here for Xiaozhu, forcing flashes, but they're not able to catch any members of OMG out.
Power right now, though. Can he get himself into this fight? Dragon going uncontested. Tianzhen does have ult coming up right now. Harry not at the play. I don't think he should take the play without the Rumble.
Yeah, this is just what happens when you don't have teleport available. Sometimes you got to give objectives. That'll be a Hextech trait going over. Daisy just once again, sacrificial lamb. We love that. We stand Daisy in this household. Is looking for a bit of an engagement here onto the support. Jue is taking a lot of damage, but Tianzhen gets a lot on the way back. Assume with a perfect bullet time, and flashes are forced away. As
both teams desire that objective. So now up Daisy has rejoined us once again, no longer being pushed up, pushing up Daisies. Has kind of been what OMG are aiming to do so far. It's going to go down. OMG, they've split towards the side lanes again. I think this is okay. I think this is right. They have typically gone towards the objective. They don't overfight this one. PP God needs to get E out here. He does, just about, as he was caught weirdly throughout that wall. But OMG looked to split the map a little bit more as a tower was taken in bot side. So Harry getting some more gold for himself.
Structures, and they need to break something because they're in danger of just falling too far behind.
Joy.
Oh, that's just poor timing. That is just unlucky. Joy is going to take a lot of damage. But again, the culling combo with the bullet time is too much, but Vikla is all alone, and there is plenty of damage that OMG has. And Xiao Hao going to be the next target. He's forced to flash away. Assume looking to turn this around as the health bars get lower, but doesn't have a clear path into the fight.
They're playing Swarm. You know, for me, I was always a Binding of Isaac player, so for me, I load into the Hush fight, and I'm sat there thinking... The Aatrox ain't got nothing on this. But same now. Dragon started up. A wall coming up from Angel. Herald put down in mid lane. Starry not in position to influence this fight right now, so the Herald's just going to pop that mid lane turret alone for a little bit.
Xiaozhu on the bottom side here, looking for an engage, and they find a priority target. They are going after the Vi. Ultimate off to the side, bursting out the misfortune as RA's backside, though. They are untouched for right now, but they've gone a little too deep as the Leona has nowhere to go. Xiaozhu is super low. He's going to try to get out, but he gets shot in the back, and it's only Vikla staring down the rest of OMG. Angel to teleport to try to cut him off, but the team will be able to take him out all the same, and OMG make a beeline for the Baron.
It's scrappy fights all game long, but once again, OMG find themselves on the right side of this cutting knife. Starry, really the star of that last play. Huge value out of the Jhin. It's not a champion which has always done well in pro play. It's sometimes fallen up and done 0 damage, but he got huge value out of his roots, out of his auto attacks, and of course out of that ultimate as well. It's going to lead to the Baron. 5-man Baron picked up by OMG. RA, yes, they get themselves that soul point, but I don't think it's going to be nearly as easy as that for the rest of this game. Baron's gone down. Xiaoshu not able to influence this game. Angel might just be caught out, though.
Yeah, at least they'll make a quick play here, and they'll be able to pick up Angel. You get something, 400 gold for Xiaozhu.
Do that one in the back rooms. Remember, if they win this game, they go to first in the Nirvana group to play as first seed from the lower group in the LPL in that Knights rival stage. They'll be likely playing against TT, who they did lose a Series 2 recently, so it's not going to be necessarily the easiest time, but it'll be a best of 5 for them to earn themselves a playoff spot at the last gasp.
I think the biggest problem for Rare Atom here is they still had so many structures left alive. A lot of standing gold on the map for OMG to just take and ensure that this game is never close again.
Do that this time, and I think the next fight is going to be really very, very different from those first couple. OMG, now they're pushing in towards this inner turret, see if they can force them with the Talia wall.
That combo also required like near perfect conditions as Daisy comes in from over the top. And PP God is the first to get engaged on. Xiaozhu off to the side looking to drive back Angel and the rest of the team. But they turn the engage onto Xiaozhu, who takes a lot of damage, but they continue to push forward. PP God's got to go over the wall. Harry wasn't able to join this fight. A lot of low health bars. Equalizer only hits one member. That's Xiaozhu. So OMG gets driven back by RA, and they're very healthy health bars.
Infinity edge onto both AD carries, but the full 3 items from Starry is so important. Tianjin has flash, has ult, he's powerful too. He might go for engager any given moment, especially if he's in range of Angel. They can do so much damage. They spot out Xiaoshu down here. You'll know that. Blue trigger's down there. This is a problem. Xiaoshu, he's caught out alone there. I was wondering whether the trigger would be pulled even at that point. There was no response within range from Rare Atom. Not able to pull the trigger though, and it's going to be Rare Atom taking a turret on that top side. Vikla can go back, get himself a teleport into the play, and now RA may be able to force through mid lane and look for a new engage of their own.
Here comes that teleport. Vi is on this dragon, but it's still very healthy as Daisy is coming in to try and get some vision.
Man,
the walking ward known as Daisy. Good Weaver's Wall, but they're not putting a lot of damage onto this dragon, so it doesn't keep RA out for that long, and now the opportunity for Xiao Hao to make something happen is here. Trying to get this dragon onto RA. Yeah, force RA to put the damage in.
Xiaoshu has flash, has the blast cone. He can get somewhere as well. If this is a front to back, I think it favors RA. The big combo from OG needs to be strong. Joy's going in.
Oh, he flashes forward, but they're going to get on top of Vikla, who gets blown up. He's still alive for right now. Flashing forward, trying to get as much damage as he can out. But Harry is overheated and doing a lot. And Starry was untouched. And he manages to take down Assume. And it's all OMG here as the Leona is the last one standing. Yeah, you got the soul, but you gave 5 souls for it.
And being the main character of that play, it's still that soul over. It's not going to be game ending. You know what? I think I favor RA in this play.
Yeah.
Even though you're giving up towers for this, the Infernal Soul is permanent. The kills, yes, they're going to give those towers over to OMG, and the gold lead is now very substantial, but
As you said, plenty of damage for RA. Is that enough to cover this 6,500 gold deficit?
Well, Harry is very, very strong. Xiaoshu's on the flank again, has that flash. That's a big equalizer, though. Jui killed for free. Even though it was a decent solar flare in return, Jui has had a torrid time trying to get onto the enemy team comp. This is the losing support syndrome a little bit. OMG do use that equalizer. That is a big tool down. Alright, I don't know if they have themselves the lockup now to go towards this Baron. Daisy's back up again, and they'll be the forward scout.
Alright, it's a 4.5 v5. This Baron is gone, and Daisy's going to be gone in a couple of moments too. OMG able to get that with relative ease. Great use of the tools that they had. Played a really solid series, and a series that means so much for both of these teams. OMG trying to give themselves that lifeline when it comes to playoffs and the play-ins. So we'll see if RA can hold their ground. They haven't lost any structures in their base yet.
The other one responding. Angel's coming in now, and down goes that turret with the last few seconds of the Baron.
Yep, another nice usage of Weaver's Wall. And that's what, you know, fights around these inhibitor turrets are always the ones that can go a little poorly. As, hey, listen, he went for it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and Jui misses 100% of the shots they do take in this case.
That was actually the one time they could have caught both carries at once. That was the right time. You can see the angle. Angel and Starry stood next to each other, couldn't quite get it. Daisy dies again. It has been, sadly, a bit of a, I don't know, herbicide at this point. Daisy's really not been that well piloted by Xiaohao and really not gotten that much value. Starry's ult comes out. Here comes the dive.
Oh, that's so much damage. Goodbye! Just ripped apart as Assume. And that could do it here as OMG has well and fully broken the base. It's a 5v4. Strongest member of RA is down. And they are pushing on to the Nexus turrets. Jui is the one who gets caught out. They combo everything they need together. Starry takes a lot of damage. It could be time for an Aatrox moment here as Vikla dumps out as much damage as he can. A lot of low health bars, but it's a 4v2 for right now. The question is Ivor going to be able to help this Aatrox persevere and heal up? No, it's not enough. Harry and PP God are the ones to shut him down. Not sure if they're going to be able to end the game because Assume is up in 10 seconds.
A flash in the plan. Yeah, it's going to be RA getting some shutdowns off of that. They have that Infernal Soul, which gives them some extra damage, and Xiaoshu turns around.
Minion wave is bearing on them
they're
from
just
top
going to start
and mid.
walking mid. I think RA are out of position. That's an ult towards the base. One of those Nexus turrets is down. They're not going to be able to catch out Xiaoshu, but the World Ender being down is huge. We just saw how much damage he can do. We're into smoke and mirror territory now, and that's an ult and a choke point.
Jui is going to have to be the one to be the sacrificial lamb and give his life. Flashes away, alive for now. It's a good bullet time to keep the support alive and force away Tianjin. So there is still an opportunity for Rare Atom.
Maybe, but Jui now missing his ult, missing his flash. I think that's your engaged down. There is a ward, and Xiaoshu could teleport. I don't think he wanted to. Oh, God. Problem is, you give the Elder, you lose, but if you go towards it, you're not in a position to fight. They may be looking towards it, but it's already gone by the time that RA poke their heads into the pit. OMG, they walk away with eventually the Elder. They don't end the game. Very, very different. Be a 5v5, not a 3v3. That one in the Knights rival stage. Rare Atom, there is room for one last twist here to bring it to a third game, but it is looking oh so unlikely. Not the burst, but it will definitely start stacking up over time. OMG, they're going to take themselves the last inhib. The Elder's still available for a minute. There is one structure between the Nexus and OMG right now. It's that one last tower. Here comes the combo.
Oh my goodness. The blocks are at least there, but Assume gets chunked out. The last turret will fall. Bullet time is coming through. It's not hitting anybody. Tianjin is just buying more time for his team to rip through everybody. The healing for Xiaoshu, there is a lot of it, but he finally gets pulled below the threshold, blasted away by the Dragon's Breath as OMG have achieved Nirvana, the #1 team out of the group.
These were some of the best highlights from today's 2024 LPL Summer Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.